So I'm going to show you how to do a double mitered corner to make a really clean and durable finish. So the first thing you're going to do is fold your fabric on the bias so that the straight edges line up with one another. And then for the size of hem I'm looking for, which is about 3/8 of an inch finished, I'm going to start about 3/4 of an inch in along the folded edge. And you'll notice that I'm not stitching directly perpendicular to the fold. I'm actually stitching probably about 10 degrees to the left of that, because I've found through experience that that makes for a tighter corner. I'm using a very small stitch size because I'm just going to go up and back. I'm not going to back stitch at the beginning and at the end. That makes it less lumpy. So I use a very small stitch size to maintain the durability of the corner. So we'll do this part. And you're going to go to within about 1/4 of an inch of your raw edge, and then hit reverse and go straight back up along the line you've stitched. Pull that out, clip it. Next thing I'm going to do is trim the excess fabric away to about 1/4 of an inch. And then in order to turn it right side out, stick my thumb in there, get as close to a clean turn as I can. And then...
Can you do that again? I missed it.
Sure. Okay. So we've got our trimmed corner. I'm going to stick my thumb in there, turn it right side out. So you've got a pretty clean turn. So the next thing you want to do is, I use a pin or a tapestry needle or something that you can get all the way up in that corner and just kind of push gently until you get a nice tight corner. Now we're going to the ironing board. And I'm going to show you how to press it in order to prepare for sewing your hem. So you just want to, you're going to make right angle here with your...
Hang on one second. Okay.
So you're going to make a right angle with your edges. And just press that so that the corner's nice and flat. And I always press a little in from the corner. Okay, we're going to do the seaming part. We're going to seam another corner. Machine. I'm going to show you how to do the corner one more time. Fold your fabric on the bias, raw edges lined up. Set it up so that it's about 3/4 of an inch, or twice what you want your finished hem width to be from the needle. Remember, we're going at about 10 degrees more to the left than a right angle. Small stitch. Stitch to about 1/4 of an inch-ish from your raw edges. Stitch straight back. Clip your threads.
Oh, hang on. This is where I missed it last time. There we go.
Trim your seam allowance down to about 1/4. Stick your thumb in there. Turn it right side out. Then get some sort of small pokey thing and get it up in there and just gently poke that corner out. Come on. Sometimes I pull a little from the outside if I need to. That's pretty good. Then we're going to go back to the ironing table. Do a little So you get everything sort of straightened out, and then get in here with the iron. Give it a good press. Once you've done all 4 corners, you're ready to stitch your hem. So I'm going to do a small section of that, and I'll show you how that works. And she is my business associate and general factotum. Thank you, Meowsy, for your input. All right, so now I'm just going to show you how I finish off the hem. I use a slightly larger stitch, but I keep it pretty small still because, again, you're just focusing on the durability and you're hoping these are going to be laundered many times and used a lot, so you want them to really hold up. So you can, if you like, press your hem all the way around. I don't. I've made enough that I don't really need to do that anymore, but it's purely preference. But I fold and fold, and then I'm only doing half the towel, so I'm just gonna start up here. And I try to stay as close to the fold as possible, just because it looks neater. And I just run my finger along that fold. So you can see we've got sort of between 3/8 and a 1/2 inch in terms of a finished width. And then stitch. And as you approach your corner, you stick your finger down inside that stitched edge and where you left the seam open.
You do that? Yeah, start again. I'm sorry, I missed it.
So as you approach your corner, you'll remember that you left part of that seam unstitched. So you're just gonna put your finger in there, fold those edges under, tighten everything up a little bit. And finish. I usually just use the hand wheel at this point to turn my corner and make sure that everything's still tight and clean. Start off with a couple of turns of the hand wheel, and then again, I'm going to do this bottom edge, and we'll go around the next corner just so you can see it twice. Okay, you give it a little tug for some tension. Run your finger along that fold. Get everything lined up nice and straight. So again, let's do that one more time. Here's your corner as you stitched it. I'm just going to tuck your finger down inside there, turn those edges under, pull everything tight. Turn your hem edge, keep everything nice and keep some tension on it. Just stitch along. Now you're at the pivot point. Leave your needle in the fabric, lower your presser foot. Use your hand wheel to start so you know you're staying inside your folded edge. And then you just head on around the rest of the towel in that way. And that is how you do a double-mitered corner.
And cut.